We went thrifting for fall's trendiest clothes, and
we failed.
I failed at least.
We failed.
It has been a hot minute since we've done thrifting on this channel.
So we thought, you know what? There's a brand new season approaching. Today is the perfect time to hit up one of our favorite thrift stores, Crossroads, and try to get ahead of some fall trends.
So we went ahead and chose 3 of the fall's hottest trends, and they are Barbie Core, Edgy Prep, and Sparkles. And we each found an entire outfit for each of the trends. So there's gonna be 3 looks for me and 3 looks for you, and that means 6 looks, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. And no rules about how much money we can spend or anything like that. Now the only guidelines is just to nail these trends, which honestly I feel like won't be too bad at Crossroads because Crossroads literally buys based on trends. Yes.
The rules are there are no rules. I have high hopes.
Me too.
Positive thinking.
This shirt is giving such good edgy preppy girl mixed with cool girl blazer, BP, who knows what it means, but it's provocative.
I guess the edginess of it could be the fact that it doesn't really matchy much, you know?
Have Edgy Prep coming from Refinery 29. So definitely during the spring, we had a heavy flair of tennis, golf, and the country club aesthetic. But now for fall, we have kind of an edgier version of the preppy look. The new vibe is definitely coming mostly from designer brands like Miu Miu, has a fresh twist on classics from pleated skirts and blazers to one of my favorites, varsity staples like, bombers and knits. It has luxe touches like leather and faux fur, plus asymmetrical and my favorite, cropped cuts in the mix for, some playfulness, really fun and young. So Edgy Prep already was one of my favorite themes going into this, and I thought what a fun, cool way to do that for fall. It feels almost like Gossip Girl. So right when I walked into Crossroads, Bridget and I both saw this varsity jacket, and it was just so on the nose.
Yeah.
It's, my name is BP. No, I'm dating BP. I'm dating Brad Pitt. Get over it. It was just perfect. It was very subtle. It was very cool girl. It reminded me of Gossip Girl. My boyfriend plays
Rugby, lacrosse.
But now with HBO, it's my boyfriend deals drugs.
You're not wrong.
And then I saw this really cute, oversized, what would you call it, rugby,
It's a rugby, yeah,
like
for
a
sure.
rugby shirt. It says BB girl, because I'm Brad Pitt's BB girl. And I thought the white skirt was cute. It matched with this top. It really does feel like a school uniform.
Yeah.
And I just felt really effortless. I mean, it just made sense. It just kind of all came together. But even without the jacket, this is totally giving edgy prep. Yeah, so I already had the Converse, and I was thinking that kind of went with the edgy prep, because now she's trying to be a little grunge. That's what her edginess is.
You look cute.
How did I do? This was all thrifted, you guys. How crazy.
This is all thrifted.
I rolled
If you guys didn't even know, this is all thrifted.
That is brand new information.
I fell in love with this sweater immediately. It's, it's a collared sweater. It had kind of a 90s grungy feel to it without being over the top. If you remember 90s grunge, it was really, really dark and heavy and on the grunge. So I thought this was on the way there, And I just really, really liked the colors and the stripes. It felt very like collegiate or schoolgirl in a way, but in a more boyish way, which just suits my style a lot more. And then I saw this pleated skirt, which I was oh, this is so on the nose. It was checked, but then I found this black denim skirt, and I liked the frayed edges because I feel it gave a little bit more of an edgier vibe.
I love you in a collar oversized.
Oh, thanks.
We would play, do you think we'd play Friends on a new HBO teen show?
But secretly, I'm in love with you. And
we'd be lesbians for
yes,
sure.
for sure. I'm in love with you, but I think you're straight, but you're not.
And I date the jock, and he cheated on
and
me.
He's my brother.
Oh! And
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Someone's pregnant.
So very Scandalous.
Okay, and so I knew I had these. I was wearing these platform sneakers, which I was like, oh, it's super
So
preppy.
perfect,
Just
yeah.
works, totally works. But then I came across this Dunium fur bag.
Yeah, that girl, that's a college, like that's collegiate as
I
frick.
know,
Yeah.
and I really like the idea of like leaning more into the edginess of Edgy Prep, just because that's more my style. But I was like, ooh, with the accessories, you could really go super preppy with the accessories,
Yeah.
like the shoes and the bag. This screams like 2006.
Well, it's literally
2007.
Dooney and Burke, which was like the epitome of the early 2000s.
Yeah. Listen, I think that because pleated skirts, knits, things like that aren't going anywhere, which is great because if you do like the Edgy Prep thing, you have all the pieces there. It's really gonna be how you put these things together.
This is probably one of the easiest trends, especially if you wanted to thrift it and have something for cheap, because if you think about it, you could go to a Goodwill, go to the men's section, look for something
Totally.
collared, pair it with maybe like a little tennis skirt that you already own. This was obviously like a fun, very specific statement type of jacket that tied the look together, but even like I'm saying without it, it's such
Yeah.
an easy outfit to put together that screams Edgy Prep.
I'm gonna miss you, Preppy.
Sparkles are back for fall. From New York to Paris, shimmer, sequins, and rhinestones stood out from event-worthy attire to dialed-up daily wears like suits and denim. This sparkle trend is really all about adding a little bit of pizzazz to otherwise basic pieces, or you can go full-on fancy with totally sparkly dresses. I thought if any of these trends were gonna be harder to find, it was gonna be sparkles, because sparkles were having a moment a few months ago. Obviously, every winter, sparkles come back full on, they're there. I was pleasantly surprised that they did have some sparkly pieces, but I do like the idea of the sparkle trend for fall because it's the way that I would wear sparkles, which is very subtly, and it's
Yeah.
more like in the details. I was pleasantly surprised when I found these shoes.
Yeah, those are perfect.
Because I was like, oh, they're like a shimmery sparkle type of shoe. They're not like rhinestoney or anything like that,
Yeah.
which makes it feel more appropriate for something like a fall or a transition from hotter weather into cold weather. So I was like, oh, those are great. And then I was like, well, let me just keep, because the shoes are so sparkly and I don't want to be screaming New Year's Eve.
Sure.
Let's keep it real basic. And so kind of going with that vibe of adding a little bit of sparkle or shimmer to otherwise basic pieces, I decided to get this black tank top.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and it also has a more fall vibe. And then I was like, okay, now that I have the sparkle on the top and the sparkle on the bottom, I'm just gonna pair it with some black jeans. Just because I do feel like sparkle is a naturally more elevated like look. So you do have to kind of match everything to the sparkle. And the only way I would wear sparkles in the fall, especially if I wasn't going out like just during the day, is if I could at least make it of a more casual vibe.
That's perfect. I mean, you nailed the trend. It's sparkle.
Thanks. You're giving Coyote Ugly a little bit.
Yes! That's all I ever want to give.
Dreams really do come true.
I just hate sparkles, like sparkles and me, I have a hard time with it. So I saw this skirt first and it had all these like fun kind of like, I don't know, they're almost like tacky, like
They're studs.
bedazzled-y like studs on it. And I knew it was gonna be a little bit oversized, but I was like, you know what? I actually would totally wear this look. I think I would hem it. So I'm just like, I wanna paint a picture for you guys. I would hem it because it's a little bit loose, so it sits a little low rise. So then it's a little bit long for what I would like, but I think something really fun and hot, like a little black mini skirt.
Like a little micro mini with little sparkly studs. Cute.
And it just kind of gave me this cool like night out in New York City casual energy, okay? I had a lot of fantasies when I saw this skirt. So I wanted to pair it with a really simple black tank top, maybe something plain or just something even like a white tank top. I saw this, it was super long. I went ahead and gave it a little crop in the back for all you crop haters. Enjoy, okay? I didn't even know what this said, but I was like, it's giving sparkle.
It
like,
says Venus, him, Doom. Probably Venus, Doom, and then him in the middle.
yeah, that's my gang. No, I can't say gang. No joke, you guys, like I'm wearing this outfit one day. I think
do it.
I'll get this skirt hemmed. I'm having fun with this shirt. It just makes me feel like kind of early 2000s yet again, but just kind of that cool, effortless, like,
It's very Coyote Ugly.
yeah, Coyote Ugly, New
It's
York.
very Tyra Banks and Coyote Ugly. You know, she's the edgy one,
Love
right?
that for
Yeah.
me. But she's the one that leaves to go to like law school or something.
You walk in that door, they gonna thank you, Tyra Banks.
I was looking at different pairs of shoes, trying to figure out what to wear, and Bridget and Phoebe saw these cute ass silver, like tie up, almost like space shoes. Like, I don't even know what you call them. They're just like so holographic.
Yeah, they're like tin foil.
Tin foil, fun. And honestly, it tied the whole look together for me. Like, this is Madeline's version of sparkle. Again, I don't like anything too in your face.
I like it. I think the studs are a good option for people who don't love a sparkle, because you can get studs that are more like reflective and kind of do give the sparkle or shimmer, you know, aesthetic. Yeah. And then I do also like that the shoes and the tank top, though they're not sparkly or shimmery, they still have like that the sheen or the reflection, so it kind of does all work together.
I felt like if any trend was going to be hard to thrift, it was sparkle, because sparkle, like I'm saying, is so hit or miss with my authentic feelings about it. What do you think?
I mean, I agree. The nice thing about trends nowadays is that trends seem to be more evolving. They're not coming out of like left field anymore. It's like if you like hopping on trends, it's going to be a lot easier to do that, and it's nice to know that you can thrift some of these trends too.
Yeah, and when you thrift it, it's usually cheaper, and I love money and saving it.
It's win-win.
Barbie Core. If you've been on the internet at all this summer, you know how huge the aesthetic known as Barbie Core is right now, and it will probably only be getting more popular as we go into fall. The trend is all about head-to-toe hot pink, obviously, but if that's not your thing, you can dip your toe in just with 1 or 2 pieces. We know the Barbie movie's coming out. It's about to be hot. Barbie Core was such a fun idea, and
we failed.
I failed at least.
We failed.
This was my thing. I was like, there was tons of pink stuff, honestly. Like, I was actually overwhelmed by how many fun, cool, pink separates there were, but I really wanted it to feel like something I would maybe really wear in the real world.
Right.
I saw this like
I love that
windbreaker jacket, and I didn't really even try it on in the store. I just wanted it. I was like, this is adorable, and I still do think it's adorable. I think it's so Barbie. Like this jacket gives Barbie to me.
Totally,
like,
especially since it's a little bit retro too.
Yeah, like retro, like workout Barbie. I can't even really show you these bike shorts, you guys, because they're entirely see-through. Like, you can literally see my thong right now. Barbie Core is something I'd want to shop maybe online rather than thrift. Only because with thrifting, it does start to feel like a costume a little bit. You're pulling just pink and pink, and I would really want to make it something I would authentically want to rock. In hindsight, maybe I would just lean into a little bit more of like a fun pink on pink like you're doing.
Yeah, but I do agree with you that it definitely started to feel very costumey, because I felt like Barbie Core really looks the best when it is monochromatic.
Like, it has to match.
It's all one shade of pink. I think once you start mixing pinks, it starts looking more costumey and starts looking a little bit more tacky, which is exactly what's happening over here. I also royally messed up.
Oh yeah, the shoes.
When I got a size 6 instead of a size 9. So in case you were wondering, yes, my feet are on fire at the moment, but I squished my big old foot in there just to show you what I was going for.
Barbie would do that.
Yeah, listen, the puffer is great. I think the puffer could work with like a hot pink legging or something else. If you wanted to do the full-on Barbie Core, make it like a hot pink legging with like hot pink sneakers. Like, I know Air Force Ones have like the white and pink together. That could work. You can dip your toe into it. I totally agree having one piece, but what is the difference then between just wearing pink and doing a Barbie Core trend? Because Barbie Core, if a Barbie Core is a trend, then just wearing pink,
I know,
it doesn't seem like a trend. You know?
I think to your point, like, you really have to lean into being obnoxious in your face pink.
Yes.
Monochrome top and bottom, like a matching pink like mini skirt and a matching pink top.
Yeah, once you feel like you feel obnoxious about it, that's probably when it starts looking intentional.
That being said, what Barbie are you? Like, if you were like, I'm blank Barbie right now in this outfit.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was like, it's like Barbie's mom who's trying to be still cool.
Cool, so like a millennial mom?
Yeah, I'm workout Barbie. I was inspired by the Margot Robbie new Barbie movie coming out. The images, the paparazzi images we've seen of her like rollerblading.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I did wear my little pink top just like in solidarity, but it's just not giving. Like, it's too many. I'm wearing too many different pinks, and it's a little bit just doing it wrong.
I'm happy we did it wrong together. At least one of us didn't come out here looking like busted.
Like a Barbie in a microwave.
I mean, look, 2 out of 3 of the fall trends, I think we hit the nail on the head. It was really fun, and it was fun to thrift those items.
I agree. I'm not a very big trend person, but if something comes along and I'm obsessed with it and I want to get on it, it definitely made me feel a little bit more hopeful that there were ways to make these trends work at a thrift store.
Yeah, I'm ready to keep thrifting. We need to do a Coyote Ugly episode, obviously.
Oh yeah, I agree. Also, I need to take these shoes off.